Yes, sir. It's your boy Kyle, the Kid and Mega the Boy, and welcome to Vibe with Your Boys podcast, where the vibes meet the culture. Mega, how you living? How you feeling?
Chilling, man. This week went by super fast.
Super fast.
It went by super fast.
Oh, yeah, going by fast as fuck,
Yeah,
ain't
man.
it?
The year over.
Yeah, it's done.
Yeah, the year over.
If you ain't start doing what you was planning to do,
Start
I ain't gonna say it's over with.
Start preparing for next year. Start preparing for next year.
I'm very excited about this one. We got a returning guest, man. It's somebody who's been doing things, steady moving. HD, what's going on?
I'm chilling, man. Just doing my thing.
Put the mic a little closer.
I'm chilling, man. I'm doing my thing. Just training every day, getting these dubs, knocking motherfuckers out.
Just came off a big fight, man. Big fight. Knockout. What was it? A minute, 20 something, 30 something?
79 seconds, some shit like that.
79 seconds, man.
Yeah. It was tight work, because I went through the whole count, telling everybody I'm gonna knock this dude out with a right uppercut. So I was just patiently waiting, figured his style out, waited for the opportunity, and I faked the jab, put it right in the placement of where his eye was supposed to be, blinded him, uppercut landed right on his shit, knocked him out. Shit was cool though.
And when you took the fight, how many months did you have to prepare for it? Like, was it?
I want to honestly say a month, maybe a little more, maybe a little less, but if you've been keeping up with me, I've been real active this year. This was my third fight.
Yeah. So you've been in the gym.
Yeah, I just been after each fight. If I'm not hurt, I've been back in the gym. It's been consistent. I just been running through shit, bro. Cause I wanted to stay really active this year. I want to get a boxing match in, hopefully before the end of this year, and hopefully fight for the 145 title.
So when being that you're always in the gym, you're always working. When a fight ends that quick, is it satisfying or is it almost like, damn, like
all this work for this?
I've been working my ass off and it's already done. Like,
I mean, for this fight, it didn't feel like that because I want to say the execution, the fact that I said I was gonna do something and I did it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That was one of probably my favorite knockout because. Not saying any of the other knockouts was lucky punches. Like all of it is calculated, and you don't know if a person's gonna go down for this shot or not. But I just knew
this is what you're gonna do.
I just knew this shot was gonna get him out of there. Like, and I didn't even watch much film on him. I didn't care what he was gonna do. I knew I was gonna time him right and really like get that knockout with the right uppercut. So this one was good, but the one before that, when I knocked the dude out with the jab in the first round, probably in like a minute, it was very, very, I guess, bittersweet because I did put in that work, man. And like the sparring I went through, camp is grueling. The eating, not eating so much. Even though I fought at a heavier weight, like you still got to manage your diet. You know what I mean? What you drink, what you do. So just going through all that and to get him out of there with a jab, even though it was placed very nice, and I did fuck his eye up. I ain't gonna lie to y'all boys. This shit was big as fuck backstage, like a baseball hit that bitch, like. And shit was bad.
You don't be feeling kind of bad, like, damn, I did that to your shit?
Nah, I don't know if you guys watched this fight. Actually, you was there.
Yeah.
If you see in the ring, I was talking to my coach, like, yeah, man, I fucked him up. And I turned and looked at bruh, and bruh had a big-ass cut above his eyebrow, and it had so much Vaseline in it. It was so, like, deep. I told bruh, damn, bro, I'm sorry.
You told me sorry?
I told him I'm sorry because, like, at heart, I'm a kind-hearted dude. You know what I'm saying? So, it's not my intention to go in there and do that, but it's my job, bro. Like, this is how I feed my family, you know what I mean? So, at the end of the day, I got to do it to you, bro. You may try to do it to me, but I got to do it to you first, you know what I'm saying? So,
let's get to it.
It sucks, but you see the aftermath, you like, I go to the back and bro back there getting stitched up for 30 minutes, 40 minutes. I'm like, damn.
Yeah.
So it's tough, bro. Because at the end of the day, he probably got a family he got to go home to. Kids he got to go home to, and it's just, we both warriors for stepping in that ring. That shit, bare knuckle boxing, you got to have a little, a screw loose in your head to do it.
For sure. And like I said, you're a returning guest, so I kind of, skimmed through our last interview just to see the progression from where you were to where you are now.
Yeah.
And you mentioned, like, kind of your routine to prepare for fights and things of that nature. Now, I'm not sure if it's been a while since, like, I've seen you since then, but you seem a little bigger. No?
Yeah.
You went up, right? You went up and
this fight was at 145.
Okay.
The other two fights was at 155. So I've been kind of, going through the weights up and down. Like, I'm at a fight camp right now. I'm chilling, I'm resting. So I'm probably like a good 165, 160. Okay. So usually I'm like 150, 155 is chilling because I got to drop down to 145. I never want to be 20,
15,
30 pounds.
15 pounds is
Yeah,
the
I
sweet
never
spot.
want to be
Yeah, yeah,
too big over because then you're going to feel dead as fuck.
Yeah.
Kind of want to like be in like a 10, 15 pound range of where you trying to fight at. So right now, yeah, I'm bigger. I ain't gonna lie to you. You know, my birthday just passed on Sunday. I was eating like a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely got a little weight on me right now. So they might want to just step up on some caution because I'm gonna land some shit flat. I'm gonna land some shit flat right now. I ain't gonna lie to you, bitch. Damn, be real with y'all, boys. That shit coming hard, boy. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Harder than before.
Harder, man. Like that bitch stiff, bro. I feel bad if I hit a motherfucker right now because you know weight brings power.
You can really feel the power like
Yes.
increase.
Yes, you can. That's any boxer, any fighter that really knows their body and know why it's, you know, weight classes. That's why it's weight classes. Because, bruh, just, you know what I mean? It doesn't even have to be muscle. Just the weight that comes with the punch from that, the speed and just everything going forward. Bam! Hit a bitch, lights out. Like, damn, that motherfucking hit that hard when he was at 45, but, you know.
Now, after the fight, I noticed that you, Rambo also, same camp. He had a quick knockout as well.
Yeah.
And also, you guys also trained as well with Bryce Henry as well?
Yeah, Baba Yaga, that nigga there dangerous.
But you guys are all trained by the same person.
Yeah, his brother.
B3. Yes,
B3.
I seen you guys kept shouting out B3.
Oh, B3 the man. B3 the man. He gonna have the most champions in the stable, man. He about to be the BKFC youngest coach, you know, with multiple champions. He about to do that, and then he may even get in bare knuckle and fuck some shit up because that kid dangerous, man. It's crazy.
So when I see something like that, right, and I see a trainer who 2 of his people that he's training that was fighting that night knocked people out quick, and another one went and didn't handle business.
Oh.
What is it about a B3 that gets you guys ready to be able to do that type of stuff? Like
B3 is very technical. You know, he looks at the opponent, he sees what they do, advantages and disadvantages, and it's like he picked that shit apart, man. He gonna tell you what to do in the midst. He gonna tell you what to do in sparring,
going over game film,
and it all goes to the fight. The shit I do before the fight, the hitting the mitts in the ring, all that shit translates into the ring. That's what your coach is there for. It's not to just look pretty on the mitts, not to just make you hit the bag hard, but bro, if you can do what you're doing on the mitts and translate that into your fight, it's like flawless victory, bro. Like everything your coach is doing is working. If you go into the fight and everything y'all been working on and he's been teaching you just goes the fuck out the window and you go in there swinging like a dumbass, then he's not coaching you right, or you're just a jackass. You can't listen. So the fact that he breaks stuff down and makes the strategy and makes you stick to it and you feel comfortable, like, yeah, this is the right shit he's telling me, then that's how you know you got a good coach, because that means you believe in his word and his eyes. You're not just doing shit off of, okay, yeah, maybe he right, maybe he not. Nah, you 100% putting your faith in him to guide you the right way to this fight, to guide you to victory, you know what I'm saying? So B3 is definitely like, he chill, bro. He ain't yelling too much, you know. He's spoken. He like one of the homeboys, you know what I'm saying? So it's real easy to go in there and like fight for him, you know what I mean? It's not like too much pressure. You feel very comfortable with him, you know what I'm saying? So he's a very intellectual kid that boxes, you know. So like he been boxing longer than me. I've been boxing probably 6 years. He been boxing probably like 13, 14. He boxing majority of his life, always been in sports. So he started before me. So the way that he breaks stuff down and how he throws his punches, it's not like a coach that hasn't been in there. He's fought in amateurs. His pro record is, I think he's 5-0 with 4 knockouts, or like 6-0 with 4 knockouts, something like that. But, you know, kid is nice. So if he's telling you some shit, like, he actually does it. It's not like, oh, I'm listening to a motherfucker who ain't never stepped in a boxing ring. This motherfucker done been in there. He's an undefeated pro. So it's like, I know I'm getting got it right.
Clearly, I mean, if people see that, they must know, like, oh, he clearly knows what he's doing. So, like,
exactly.
I would try to hit a B3. Like,
if he can't fade, hit up B3. That bit fade, and he gonna make your ass fade.
Yeah, because when you seen Rambo do what he did, was there any extra like, oh, now I got to, or you already had what you wanted to do regardless?
Nah, I already had what I was gonna do planned out in my head. What B3 and Rambo worked on is, you know, that's a separate fighter and their own game plan. But I just told Rambo before he was going on, like, if you go to Rambo's first fight to his second fight, he was way more composed. He boxed, he timed his shots, he was looking, he wasn't just rock'em sock'em robot sitting there taking punishment, you know. Because he didn't like the dude. The dude was talking crazy. So I told Rambo, stay composed. Don't get in your...
He's a
don't
showman.
don't let this dude get you in your feelings. You do something dumb and get caught with some shit like how, me and Rambo spar. Rambo's only a weight class lower than me. So me and Rambo don't be too big difference in weight. So me and Rambo spar. And Rambo been boxing longer than me. So we always do our good sparring sessions. We learn from each other. And he lit in sparring. So the fact that he wasn't like that in his first fight, I say, bro, the second fight, if you're not gonna box how we spar in the gym, bro, I'm gonna kick your ass. That's all I told us that, because like, there's no reason why these boys should even be fucking with you, bro. He's a short dude, and the motherfucker arms like 72. Nigga can scratch his knees standing up, dead ass. So his jab is like, he can motherfucker back with a jab, and he got great reflexes. So it's like, I'm just happy that he real deal went out there, and everything he showed in the gym, his progression, the strength he added on, losing the weight, everything went like perfect for him.
Now, leading up to your fights or just in your life in general, one thing that you remain consistent with you is your resilience. Before the fight, you lost a friend, Buddha, somebody that you go ways back with. How does that mess with your mental psyche preparing for a fight? You having to deal with that, but having a fight coming up.
To be honest, it's definitely a challenge, You can get so low at times, and just thinking about all the times you had with your friend, the loving memories, being on the same football team, going to the same high school for so long, even hearing about them before high school, seeing them, dapping them up, just having stories and being kids, bro. You see somebody come from nothing and go so far and motivate you when you thought like all the doors in front of you was closed. It's like, it's definitely challenging. I can say that. That's where I can say it's challenging. Like, you can use it as motivation, as I did, and I told him when I was outside of his the candlelight, and I said, I'm gonna do this fight for you. You see me whoop plenty of ass, during high school, and shit like that, and I'm gonna dedicate this fight for you, and I'm gonna knock the dude out. So it gives me that. It's like what does it give me? It's like I had to do it because I said it, and I put this on my friend. You know what I'm saying? So it gives me an extra motivation. But besides that, after that, man, and before, that shit sucks, bro. Because it's like, I was just talking to Buddha, and we were supposed to all link up, and I had missed my friend John Franklin's wedding, and all of them went, and like, I'm always doing something. I'm always busy. I'm always in camping. Like, I miss out on the little things that's very important in life, even with my kids, and it's a lot of stuff that goes on when you're a boxer and you're full-time boxing, you're training every day. You miss out on a lot, and it's like, it just made me open up my eyes to like, man, when people reach out to me, bro, I need to be there to respond. Whether we ain't seen each other in years, months, whatever, close friend, not too close friend, you never know when somebody's time's gonna go. Like, Buddha's my 5th friend that I lost this year. So it's like, I done went to multiple viewings, funerals, and just like, bro, one of the dudes who make my shirts, he was like, bro, this is your 3rd fight this year, bro. This is your 3rd friend that you paying tribute to, that you signed a picture that you, I'm like, damn. He said, I'm like, it hit me. I'm like, damn, bro, that's crazy. Every fight I had, it was for somebody that I lost. Mike was the first one, Juan was the second, and Buddha was the most recent one. And it's like, damn, bro. As humans, as men, we don't get looked at as emotional people, or we can have emotion, but
especially as a fighter.
Yeah, I'm human just like y'all, That shit weigh on me just like y'all. That shit throws me off just like y'all. Like, just because I fight and I punch people in the face and get punched in the face, that don't make me not have any feelings, you know what I'm saying? I still go through the same emotions y'all go through, and even more so in a sense, I have a lot of pressure on me to succeed, and if I don't, it's even more pressure, it's even, more letdown, even more depression, it's so much that people don't know what fighters that they think is easy. They think you do the training, you strong, it's way deeper than that, bro. It's way deeper. So that shit definitely it just weighs on you, bro. It weighs on you. Like, you just got to carry that baggage, though, because as men, we don't get no sympathy out here. There ain't no checking up on somebody for real or being there for somebody. You just got to keep rolling, bro. And that's it.
How do you get, because of course, something like that may go on. Like you said, you've dealt with that a few times this year, but like you said, there's pressure, the outside noise that you have to think about when you're not training or fighting. How do you block that out?
I stay busy. If I can be doing something, I can be moving. then I ain't got to be trapped in my thoughts. I don't like to be in the crib too much, sitting, thinking, overthinking. You know, I'd rather be conversating with my homeboys or be out with the kids if I can, or doing something that's just active. You know, if you sit still for too long, sometimes your thoughts get the best of you. Not saying that it's not good. It's good to take breaks, you know, and have that, you know, mental separation from the physical. But I'm the type of person, when I sit too long, it just shit overflows. Gotcha. It's too much going on, too much coming in from each direction, whether if it's family related, you know, your girl, you know, your homeboy problems, you know, because I'm an open person with my friends and my family, so we talk about everything. If I trust you, you know, so I take on a lot and they take on a lot too, you know, hearing from me and me hearing from them. So you just gotta try to like find a balance, you know, to what, you know, you can take on at this moment, what you can't take on.
Now, also, since we last met, you've also started your own apparel.
Yeah.
Neighborhood Champs.
Neighborhood Champs.
How did that come about? You do that with Vengeance, right?
Yeah, that's the homie right there, man. That's my cuz. He had a vision. He already had his brand, and he came to me like, you know, he see the people I motivate and I inspire, and he like, man, we need to do something, you know, for the community, you know what I mean? So we put our minds together, and he's more so the brains, you know. I see something, he sent it to me. I be like, okay, I'll give my, you know, opinion on colors or something like that, and we go with it like that. But we just trying to get back, man. You know, we see a lot of people do it, and that's not why we do it. But you know, we see a lot of people do it, so it's like, if we got the power to do it, if you can do it, if you can give back, if you can set an example, then why not do it? You know, it could be a kid that's looking up to me that I don't know that he's getting reached by just seeing the branding and finding out the meaning behind it. So it's like, if you want to be a neighborhood champ and be somebody in this life, you know, more than what's given to us or shown in rap music or TV shows and shit like that, you know, you can be. You gotta really want it. You have to grind if you want to be a champion.
It's
you know,
basically just making it out from where you're from.
Exactly. No matter where you're from, it ain't always got to be the hood. It could be wherever, suburbs, whatever. It's not a racially motivated thing. It's not just for black kids. It's for all kids. You know what I mean? It's not about boys. It's about girls too. You know, anybody that's growing up underprivileged. If you only got one parent or you got no parents or you're an orphan, just know you still can grind, make it out the struggle, and be a champ. You know, just hard work.
Now, a little while ago, we talked about B3, who is your trainer. Now, I want to kind of switch over to some boxing now. Recently, Errol Spence trainer has been catching a lot of flack. And I know Errol Spence, your man. You was going for him. I see you was going for him. HD, I see you was going for him.
And I knew you was going to bring it up, so I didn't bring it up earlier. But when he was talking about there's 3 fighters out of your camp that was fighting, and you know, same night, whatever. He has 3 fighters that was training. He had to train at the same time, and a lot of the flack that he was getting was that he had too much different.
That I definitely get what you're saying.
That was one of the flacks.
That can be one of the things. That can be one of the things because it's like you have such a big fight, but you're getting paid to train other fighters too. They don't really have fights coming up. Ryan doesn't have a fight coming up, but Anthony Joshua just fought, right?
Yeah, he fought like that weekend. Or like the next weekend.
Yeah, but you have Errol Spence that's fighting for like the legacy, greatness. Like that's the fight that y'all been talking about for I don't know how many years. Like as a trainer, I don't know if you got to give the money back to the other fighters. I don't know if you got to tell them that, or just give them to like I don't think he has a secondary coach in a sense.
Okay.
But you got to like have a gap at that point to just focus all your bags, all your money, all your chips on Earl. And I'm not saying that he didn't do that. Maybe he did. Maybe he didn't. You know, but the fact is that fight's that big that you can't invest time into nobody else but that man.
This fight.
Because like, you said Ryan didn't have a fight.
No, Ryan didn't have a fight. No.
But 2 fights. Joshua had a fight,
the week
and
after,
Spence had a fight.
Yeah.
So that's 2 game plans you're creating, and you have to dedicate. I mean, who's to say who you dedicate more time to?
You got to divide the time. You got niggas feeling away if you training this person more than this person, like making his fight seem like it's more important than that person's fight. But it was. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to be looking at a motherfucker like, yeah, fam, you got to go ahead and take that shit somewhere else, fam. I'm trying to get this shit in. Like, I'm about to face an undefeated fighter. Like, this nigga's 39-0, knocking shit.
This is for all the belts.
Because at the end of the day, it's not just the fighters fighting, the coaches fighting too.
Yeah.
Who was more prepared.
Exactly, bro. So, you know, I ain't going to say that Terrence Crawford coaches is so much more prepared. But in a sense, you got to look at it by styles. Earl's style, the reason why people had Earl as the underdog and Crawford as the favorite, Crawford's style is a problem. Earl's style is very straightforward. Either it's going to work or it's not. He's fundamentally sound.
Yeah.
Good jab, body shots, but nothing flashy. Nothing flashy on the defensive end or offensive end. Everything just works, and he usually just mauls you down. You have Crawford. Switch hitter, nasty fucking counter punch. And it's just so much more you had to work for. So you had to bring more to that fight. The clause has been reactivated. So what is he going to do? You can't just change up everything that you've learned for years and years,
you've been doing.
But you got to add on shit. You have to, bro, because obviously, regardless if your weight drained or not, Crawford just on another level skill-wise. You know, he just got it. You know, styles make fights. That's what it is, man. So, you know, that's just...
And you hear a lot of people saying that they really discredit Errol because he lost to Crawford. Mm-hmm. And I always say this, I feel like we look at boxing and you can't lose no more because of Floyd. You know, everything has to be undefeated.
It'd be like that.
But it's like, I feel like Errol, he was prepared in his way, but I don't feel like he was prepared for Crawford.
Yeah, it was. I feel like
he kept his fight the same way all the way through.
He underestimated Crawford for sure, you know. But that was his last fight at 47. He was a man of his word. He could have went up to 54, kept his belts, and didn't go for undisputed. And that fight never would happen because Crawford was coming up from a lot of weight.
Yeah,
he has the advantages with not losing so much weight, being naturally smaller.
Yeah,
Earl is naturally bigger. He's dropping, losing that weight. And the reason why he was going to move from the weight because he's too fucking big.
Yeah,
he's dropping from what 190, 180. So it's like Crawford probably never gets that big. Who knows? But it's like. Not even to discredit Crawford, just Crawford got a lot in his bag. The fuck nigga was like a state champion in wrestling, all type of shit. That nigga like, he done got shot in the head, all type of shit. I understand that's a nigga.
Certain shit I wish I knew about Crawford before.
From Nebraska?
Nebraska.
He's from that, bro. That man's he's a nigga, bro, but not like with the A-H the A at the end, like the ER. That nigga's a nigga. That boy, that black boy. That boy.
He been an underdog his whole life.
Yeah, he got that chip on his shoulder.
His mom was like paying people to try to
beat him up. His mom is a demon. That's all I want to say about that. Family is real niggas, and I'm gonna say that with the hard ER.
Let me ask you.
I was like, they is though. I was like, but I'm just saying, bro.
Yeah,
like,
I get what you're saying.
You know what I'm saying? They ain't the play nigga. They them nick boy. They don't boy shit. Play with them Omaha, Nebraska motherfuckers. But they real, man. You ain't playing that shit.
Let me ask you this: how much goes into making weight for a fight? Because a lot of people that doesn't know boxing, they'll say, "What's 7 pounds? Go from 147 to 154." But I was talking to a guy at my job, and I was telling him, if you're a fighter, like Terrence, looked like he always have something to do with boxing. Like he trained like year round.
Yeah,
I'm not saying Errol doesn't.
Yeah,
but there's certain fighters after they fight, you can tell like they just let it go. Like they probably not training for a couple months.
Bud was already back in the gym already.
He was.
He's a sick guy.
I'm not saying he wasn't trained. Oh, you talking about Bud?
No, Bud is already back in the gym.
He always in the gym.
He's a sick guy.
But I feel like if you walk around 180 and you got to make a 147 fight, you got to lose 40 pounds in like 4 months, and you still have to eat enough food to train to feed your training sessions. So when people say it's only 7 pounds, like no, but it's like you got to waste a lot of energy.
Some people can't lose 7 pounds in a year, and they expect the motherfucker to drop 7 pounds after
I'm
already.
I'm a testament to that.
Nah, I'm dead. So is the thing about this, bro. We push ourselves so much. You know, you trying to add on muscle, you trying to do so much, you trying to diet. Once you lose a certain amount of weight, what's left to lose? I get to a point, I'm like 140 something, and I'm like right there by the weight. But no matter what I do, that last little bit won't come off.
The last 2 pounds.
It's like you just gotta do other shit, bro. It'd be like
those videos when I seen them like in the last moments trying to get that weight off.
3 body sweatsuits on.
Those people look like they barely alive. Bro. Like they look like they
understand. You'll do a full 30-minute workout, bust your ass, and you already done drop 10, 15 pounds the day before, something like that, and you think you finna drop a good 5, 6, 7 pounds off that one workout, but you drop like a few ounces, and you like.
What the
and
fuck?
you look at that scale like, oh yeah, bruh, fuck this shit. a lot of boxers say fuck that shit because if you do too much, that's when you're depleted. That's when you push your body past limits. That's why you see people like what's the kid name? Virgil Ortiz just was about to have a fight 3 straight times, and the last time just now he passed out from the weight cut. He's supposed to fight this dude Sabonis or whatever his name is. Fight keep getting rescheduled because he's just too big for the weight class. He got to move up, you know. So, and that's one of the biggest tests that's the fight before the fight that a lot of people
Yeah.
don't know.
Mhm.
Like a lot of people don't win that fight right there. So people get stripped on by their belt.
Yeah,
yeah.
they're not making weight.
Yeah,
Yeah.
By the commission. Javante got stripped for his belt because he weighed in over. It only covers by a pound or a few ounces. If you're over, you over.
You
Bro.
talking about Tank?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Tank lost his belt when he was at 130 or 135 one
Tank,
time.
Tank was one of the people I was talking about. You could tell, like even like people like even before like Adrian Broner. After a fight, Adrian Broner gained about 45, 50. It's like every time Adrian Broner about to fight,
looking like a fullback.
every time.
It'd be
Tank was like
funny
that
as
too.
hell, man.
Tank was like that too. Tank, you could tell like he switched something up. Cause now Tank looked like he's maybe 10 to 15 pounds over every time, but
Yeah.
he's never too far away.
No.
Yeah.
Tank work hard as fuck, and not saying AB don't, but you got different body types. Some
Yeah, of
people
course.
put on weight faster than
Faster.
others.
Mhm.
Some people lose weight faster than others. You know, your metabolism. So
Mhm.
both them boys, both champs. You know, they accomplished
Yeah,
a lot,
for sure,
got
for
their bag. So can't say nothing about them. You know,
Winning their
obviously,
life.
yeah, his life. The young AB was on his shit.
Yeah.
A lot of people forget about it. The young AB was a fucking problem.
Yeah.
He's still a problem now, but he was a fucking problem.
Beast. Yeah.
You know,
Going back to the
his
training.
coach just passed too. Rest in peace to him.
Oh yeah, I see.
It's
you
crazy
I
posted
didn't
it,
see that. Going back to the trainers, before we move on to the next thing, another thing that they was giving Spence trainer flack for is that they felt like he should have saved Spence from himself.
I get
Yeah,
that.
I've seen a lot of people saying it. I also see the other side of it, like, no, you gotta let him do him. But the argument that people like to bring up that Spencer's body has been through so much that you want to preserve him for
Sure.
as long as possible.
I understand that.
Real quick, what is your take on that whole thing?
I understand the people from both sides because you obviously don't want him to get some damage that's like non-reversible
Like
or
you
that's
said,
going to be effective
he
for the
has
rest of his
family,
career
everything.
or the next fight. He's not going to be the same. But at the same time, with Warriors, man, that man
Yeah.
fought his whole life. Team USA,
Yeah.
all the way up to all them belts, you know, and it was finally his time to lose. And
Mhm.
he lost in bad fashion. The ref came in and stopped it. He wasn't fully out, but it was only going to get worse. He probably wasn't going to survive to the last belt. So I get it, man. You know, let a boxer go out on his shield, but also, you know, for a boxer such as him, has a family like most of us do, but not have been in that type of car accident that he has been in. He like damn near lost his eye. He flew out of
Yeah.
that fucking Corvette. Like,
And
so
teeth.
it's like taking so much severe
Beating,
damage
yeah.
to the brain, to the eye. It could have ended way worse, bro.
Mhm.
He definitely could have died in that ring. See, the way Crawford was hitting him and the shit he was taking is like, it was bad. So like I said, I get both sides because I wouldn't have wanted them to stop the fight after
Right.
I agreed to the terms. The fight finally happened after all the build up, all the
Right,
shit
right.
talking. It's like he wanted to be a man and stand on his word, and I'm the same type of man. I would have did the same thing. So I would have felt the way, you know, that if Derek threw the towel in, I probably would have felt the way. But a few months later, I probably would have understood.
Yeah.
Probably would have understood, you know. But we men, bro. We stubborn, you know. We
Yeah.
very prideful, bro. You know, we not finna say, yeah, you right here and there, right then and there all the
Yeah, you
time.
go take
Especially
your time.
when it's like some shit like that, bro. Like that shit was big, bro. The magnitude of that fight was we was looking at the fight of the whole decade.
Yeah,
Right,
for
right.
sure.
It ended up being a one-sided, you know, beat down. But shit, you know, I can't blame either side, to be honest.
Yeah, because I feel like earlier you were talking about B3, like you trust him. I think in that fight, it's, as a coach, you're trusting your fighter,
Exactly.
and they never been in that position. He never seen him in
Never.
that position before.
And he was still there.
He was still there. He
wasn't
got up
fucked
every
up. He
time.
wasn't too fucked up.
Yeah, he got there every time, but
Yeah.
but like you said, I understand, man. Like you got to make a decision. At the
Yeah,
end
you
of
gotta
the
make
day.
a decision. He could have thrown the towel, and Earl probably would never forgave him.
Yeah,
He probably would have fired him as a coach because he know what type of business Earl stands on.
Mhm.
So it's like, you know, I don't do that, fam. You know,
Mhm.
if I'm losing, I'm gonna go out. Maybe I get a lucky hit, get this motherfucker out here, but we'll never know if you throw that towel in. So, you know,
With bare knuckle, you've been through in a short amount of time. Your journey has been well documented on bare knuckle. You since we last saw you, you've been in the jaw. I believe it came down to you got a loss
because the cut, yeah,
because the cut.
yeah.
You were very mad about that.
I mean, who wouldn't be?
You've been in some scuffles.
Oh, yep.
Yeah,
Got snuck.
Yeah, got snuck, some scuffles and everything like that. How has it been? Like, do you fully feel like you're in bare knuckle now? Because we were talking to you in the beginning of it, but
Mhm.
now everything that's been going on, how's it been?
It's hard to gauge. I feel respected on some levels. In a lot of ways, I feel disrespected because what I've done and who I've faced, I feel like I'm deserving of a title shot right now because I'm 3-0 right now, 2 finishes in the first round, 3 finishes overall, and majority of my fights either are wars or they're highlight knockouts, except for the one with the bullshit cut stoppage from the doctor. Like, that derailed me, and I went from number 1 ranked in the world to number 4, climbed my way all the way back up to number 2, and it still hasn't been officially announced that I'm gonna be the one that's fighting for the belt next. When everybody feel like I should, there's some other people too, but opposition wise, talent wise, who has the type of knockouts and stuff like that. There's only one person that's up there with me. His name is Brandon Allen. I made him talk occasionally. He's a cool dude, but he even told me like, he gonna let me get the shot and then we'll spin out there, like we'll fight out there, and that's mad respect because that's a dude that works just as hard as me. Got kids that he's trying to provide for, and feel like he deserves a shot. He's been on a tear. He's been on like a 3-fight tear of knocking motherfuckers out. So it's like, for a person to say that, and I had multiple opponents say that I beat, and ones that I'm gonna fight in the future, to say that, and it's like, I don't know what's going on with the whole promotion and the matchmaking, but I feel like I deserve a shot. I done went through every up and down. I done fought the style of fighting they wanted me to fight when I didn't have to. I done fought when I've been hurt. Fighting an ex-UFC vet that has more fights than every person in the fucking 145 division that has accomplished more in combat sports. Is like, I've done so much, and it's like, you at least give me my flowers now. Like, it's not like I'm losing. Like, I'm legit winning them, bringing more odds to y'all company and doing what I have to do to get my shot. It's like, it's earned, it's deserved. It's not like I'm, I should be begging for it. Even doing everything I'm doing with going on the interviews I'm going on and calling dudes out or the champ out and doing the most. That's out of my character. Y'all send the fight contract, we gonna fight. That's gonna be it. Like, I'm not too much of the rah dude. Like, I'm the dude back in the day. Like, you say some shit, we about to fight. We know we can fight. I'm punching you and shit. Simple. It's not like a lot of like. No, I'm not into that. So unless we got some real beef, cool. But everybody right now that's in the division, I'm just trying to fight who I need to fight. Hopefully it's a champ next. If not, I don't know, man. I just feel like I'm just risking. I'm taking more risks than what I'm getting paid.
You want the reward to start
matching. Yeah, they need to start matching because right now it's not. It's like, I got more fights than all these dudes in the division. I done fought the toughest dudes. I done fought with so much against me, and it's like, I'm still not getting, my just due. So it's kind of weird, man. I love bare knuckle. It's lit. I've been doing this for free for a long time in my life.
Created a lane for you.
And now I'm getting paid for it. And it's like, I want to stick with it and keep going, but you got to show me something, man. Got to show me some respect. What that boy Birdman said, respect it. Put some respect on my name. That boy said respect it.
Do you have a say-so on who you fight? Or do they take into consideration who you would like to fight?
No. I get a contract, they send it, the matchmaker do it, he does with his matchmaking thing, and that's it. I don't know if they do it by the fans, I don't know if they do it by ticket sales, popularity, clout. It's not always about skill. It's all about being the best. You have some dudes that never fought a person in the top 5 that's ranked when they finally establish rankings, and he's just a fan favorite, and he goes and fight the champ that's 9-0, 8-0, and he's like 3-4, 4-4. And he got me that's 5-1-1, and I can't even get a title shot when I was the formal number 1 ranked featherweight, and all I got is a cut on my eye, and he stopped my fight. I wasn't losing the fight. I was winning on punches landed and thrown. So it's like, it sucks.
Let's kind of talk about that a little bit, because I was there. I've seen people get cuts, bleeding, fight was still going on.
Yeah.
You had that cut and they stopped it. Did you ever get like a clear explanation as to why?
Supposedly it was where the cut was, even though I done had cuts in similar places. I've seen cuts in the similar places. I've seen cuts in worse places, but I'm not a doctor. Mm-hmm. The doctor does what he does, and unfortunately for that night, he stopped a lot of people's fights.
Okay. And
I just happened to be one that he stopped in the first round. After we came out for the second to fight, he didn't even give me a chance to protect it. He didn't give me a warning. The dude wasn't even hitting the same cut no more. I went to my cornerman, the cut man. He stopped the blood completely. I came out, second round, shook the dude's hand and smiled because I was about to real deal fuck him up. And what happened, so they rang the bell, the dudes called me over, look at mine and wave it off. So that's why my reaction when I looked to the side, I said, "What the fuck?" It was disbelief because I had just came back from a 5-6 month layoff, not fighting, not making no money, training through injury, trying to get my hand back to 100%, and it still wasn't 100%. And I took this fight, and I didn't have to. I could have fought somebody of lesser talent. Not saying he was this big talent or anything like that, but I didn't have to fight him. I was the number 1 ranked dude. I don't even think he was ranked. So it was like he was 1-1. He lost one fight in the beginning of his BKFC career.
You could have
won
got
one
something
fight.
I
could have got like a warm-up fight. But my coach got the offer, and we don't turn down fights, so I took it, and I needed the money, bro. It's been months, and at that point, all I was doing was bare knuckle, and my hand was fucked. I only had one hand. I wasn't getting no job, you know what I'm saying? So I needed the money. I had to do what I had to do, and unfortunately, the dice rolled the wrong way, got cut because I fought stupid, and that shit took away my opportunity because I could have been the first 145 champ of that division. And it would have brought me way more opportunity right now. I would have been getting paid more, and I wouldn't be feeling like I'm feeling right now. But everything's, I learned from that shit. So it wasn't a real loss. It was a lesson. I learned from it, If you see my last 3 fights, you can see I learned from it. I haven't been cut or really touched in neither one of them fights.
Exactly.
So I understand that I can't really even take it as a loss. It may be on the website and say that I lost due to a cut, some shit like that. But in my mind, in my heart, I know that that dude can't beat me. So when I see him again, I'm going to see him again.
So you should have knocked the doctor out.
Hey, I would have been fucking suspended, or they would have killed. They would have got me from sports. I couldn't probably even fight no more after that.
Yeah.
I wanted to, trust me, bro. I wanted to be that.
I'm gonna get a knockout.
I wanted.
I'm leaving here with something.
I wanted to be that nigga. I wanted to once he's trying to dap me up and say all that shit, and they get us in the middle and hold our hand up and say who won or lost. Yeah, I want to punch him in his shit.
Mm-hmm.
But what's that? What's that gonna make me? Just another nigga. It's another dumbass, emotional ass motherfucker that can't be professional in his loss. So, he's happy in his wins, that's good. Loser, yeah. But how are you looking when you lose? I had to have the same face, had to show the same respect. Some people would have walked out the ring, not said nothing. I kept it. I waited till I got to the back to get hot.
Now, you mentioned you got snuff. How does everything escalate to that? To where it's like,
hey, hold on. What's snuff mean? Like,
you got snuck?
Nah. Okay, snuff make it sound like I got knocked out. I got snuck. A bitch snuck me. I ate that bitch. Now snuff like a bitch sleeping.
You were standing tall.
Nah, I know. A bitch snuff sound like a bitch slept. I done heard that word before, but I had to make sure, fam. Niggas in the
sneak.
Sneak. It's in the sneak realm.
Yeah, I know. I think I heard one of my
whoa. What that mean right now?
Nah, I think I heard one of my New York homeboys say that shit, and when you say snuff, they just sound like a bitch.
Nah,
really,
I ain't get snuff.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I got snuff, big. I beat his ass for that, but bitch ain't sleeping now, bitch. I ain't catching no Z's now, man. Hell no.
How does it escalate to that?
It was just some dumb shit, man. I was there supporting my homeboy who was defending his belt for the first time, Kid Gotti.
Yeah.
He ended up was losing the fight. Me and my homeboys was there. We couldn't believe it. And I was just walking around pacing, watching the fight. Like, this dude came up to me that lost in the beginning of the event due to like a bullshit call or some dumb shit. Mm-hmm. And he came up to me like, "What's wrong with your hands?" And I was like, "What?" He like, "What's wrong with your hands? You got bitch hands or some shit?" And I looked at him. I said, "What the fuck?" Mind you, he's in my division. I don't know who to do this. So he disrespect me. I'm like, man, get the fuck out of my face, bro. Like, I'm already mad because my homeboy like bleeding and losing. Like, he not fighting like himself. And he like tried to get rowdy. So everybody see my hand in the cast. I just had surgery, I think, the day before. So I'm over there. I'm like, man, get the fuck out of my face. And he like started to get rowdy. So like, I was legit about to choke this little nigga, like yoke his ass up. Mm-hmm. And everybody grabbed me. Like 30 people grabbed me. I'm over there throwing motherfuckers. Like, I done through the table. I'm hot, bro. Because like, what the fuck, bro? So they grab me, separate us. I don't see him for the rest of the night. Probably like 30 minutes, 15 minutes.
Oh, so they started from the inside?
Yeah, started from the inside. Okay. So first he started a beef with me, which we didn't know. He started that beef because my homeboy I was with, Brian Duran, El Gallo, he was beefing with his stablemate, which is this dude named Steve O'Morris, which I didn't even know any of this shit until afterwards. So when we first got there, Gallo said something to Steve O'Morris, and they had to get separated because Steve O was fighting that night. They were going at it. They was arguing and shit, whatever. So I guess bro Get Back was trying to get at me. I ain't know shit. So fast forward, after me and him argue, I'm walking outside by myself. El Gallo's outside arguing with him, and El Gallo with his cousin. So I pull up, and I'm like, I see them arguing. I'm just laughing like, this little ass nigga like real deal starting beef with everybody, and like
Mhm.
he was doing that even with his opponent that he fought like beforehand. They was threatening each other, bringing guns into it. Like he a fake thug ass nigga. So he was doing all this rah shit. I'm to the side. I'm laughing. They talking about weight classes like, oh, let's fight. But Brian fight at 155. He fight at 145. So then he said something about 145 and then point at me, and I'm like, bitch, I fight at 145. What's up? He like, nigga, you a bitch. I'm like, I'm a bitch. I said, I went to laugh. I got hot, and I was trying to make him. I was trying to provoke him to hit me. So when I got close to like finger check him, trying to make his ass swing a punch so I can counter him and knock his ass out. So I'm not the one that's getting in trouble. His homeboy, he say supposedly he don't know who the dude was. It wasn't his homeboy. Was on the right of me. And the whole time, all that happened from, I think, the inside to the outside, he was acting cool, like he ain't had nothing to do with it, like he ain't on that timing. Mm-hmm. And as soon as I went to finger check Alex and like talk shit and I got hyped, nigga snuck my ass. And all I saw was black on that side because it was a blind side hit. Mm-hmm. And as soon as I felt the hit, I just grabbed his ass and we wrestling. I'm wrestling with one hand. And I just like eventually get his ass and get the hitting his ass with my left. And niggas go to jumping in, trying to break us up. And it was just some dumb shit, bro. But if I would see that guy again, I'm going to rip his face off.
You haven't seen him since?
I haven't seen him or the other dude since. The other dude tried to text me and apologize for everything that happened. But obviously, I ain't trying to hear that shit, bro. Like, you legit started some shit with me off another nigga. Started some shit with your homeboy.
Apology not going to suffice.
Oh, nah. Denied. I see you, bro. I'm taking you up and through there. He talking some, oh, yeah, you're not a real fighter. Come to MMA. I'm like, bro, you know I come to MMA and I really fuck you up, bro. I don't care about none of that shit, bro. Because you're not going to get a chance to do none of that gay ass shit. I'm going to beat the shit out you, bro. Like, he just ain't know, like, bro, if I see him, it's on sight. I see, bro, that hit me. All right. It's just, a lot of shit don't happen because God doesn't want it to happen. So, I'm not going to see them.
Well, you guys aren't in the same division, right?
Who?
You and the guy that you got into the altercation with.
Yeah. But he not in bare knuckle no more. They won't let him fight. When I told the head dude, David Feldman, like, let me fight him. Like,
I would think that would have been good promotion, no?
Yeah, but he ain't hit me. The other dude hit me. But the fact that he was starting so much bullshit outside of it, they didn't want that type of hood, ghetto, dumb shit coming to the promotion because they look like hood shit. Like, we fighting. This is a Saint shit professional. Yeah, they trying to build their brand up. We're not gonna let this dickhead come and be talking about guns, getting people hit. Yeah. That's professionals outside, make so it's like they told me, you're never gonna fight on a promotion again. I'm like, fuck, because I was like, brother, instead of that, let me do it to him. You know what I'm saying? Pause. But I was gonna get him out of there. You feel me? But it is what it is, bro.
Now, before we end off, when could you expect the next contract to be sent? Like, are you expecting one to be coming soon? We got about 4 months left in the year.
Hopefully, November I fight. December, it's a big card in December that my one of my homies, Mike Perry, I'm pretty sure he's going to be headlining. Hopefully I can get on that card and be the co-main or the feature fight and hopefully fight for the belt. I'm trying to fight this dude, Kai Stewart. He's been running. He's been ducking and dodging, saying that I deserved the title shot before the other dude that he fought that cut my eye, that it was some bullshit. Like, I've been hearing all type of shit, but people change up. He's the champ now. Now he acting like he don't want to fight. Now he acting like the promotion doesn't want me to fight him, that I'm not likable, or some bullshit like that. But who knows what it is? It could be true. It could be false. But
when I'm in the crowd and I see people, white, Spanish, HD, I don't know. It seemed likable to me.
No, I don't think he's talking about the fans. I think he's talking more so the promotion, the higher-ups, the matchmaker. Like, they not trying to give me my shot. And I don't know why. Maybe, like I said, maybe it's money related. Maybe it's you never know what it is related, I don't never try to think too deep about it because then I'm going to start feeling away. Yeah. And I'm trying not to feel away, but I have been feeling disrespected lately because, like I said, I'm the former number one. And I fought everybody y'all told me to fight. I have viral knockouts for y'all. Mm-hmm. I'm one of the best fighters that y'all got, talent-wise, skill-wise, that everybody sees it. But it's like, I don't really get my flowers, you know what I mean? Like, it always bare minimum. Like, I just had my birthday. They didn't even give me a birthday shout-out. But I see them give niggas birthday shout-outs that got one fight on the promotion and shit.
Disrespected, little things are starting to...
Yeah, little shit. Like, even my last birthday, they didn't post nothing until I had said something to my coach at the time. And I guess he said something to them, but I ain't got the same coach to have that bridge to say something to him. But it was like, it's little shit like that. It's like just a sign of respect. If I see you do it for somebody else, it's like, why you ain't doing it for me? And I done did the same shit or more, most of the time, more than what that person did. Like, I'm one of your star dudes that everybody fought. Recognition. Like, it's not like I'm out here this new dude. I'm trying to get some shit I ain't earned. It's like I'm trying to get my title shot. I earned both things. It may seem petty to somebody else, but it's all about respect, bro. It's all about respect.
Is the goal to get the belt, maybe defend it a few times, and then, then go on to boxing?
Yeah, the goal is definitely to get the belt, defend it, and then go play tennis.
Tennis.
Nah, man. I mean, I definitely want to get into boxing. Bare knuckle definitely told me I can do both. Told me definitely I can do both, but if I can do both at the same time, that'd be dope. If I can't, because they only want to do bare knuckle, if they paying the right prices, then stay bare knuckle. But if I got the opportunity in boxing and they're respecting me more and paying me more, then that's what I'm gonna do. I won't fight for another bare knuckle promotion. Bare knuckle,
Yeah.
BKFC is the best bare knuckle promotion they got. So that's
It's
why I'm gonna
growing
fight for it.
rapidly.
Yeah, and obviously other companies and places reach out to me, but I try to stay loyal. Who stays loyal to me? Even though I feel like the loyalty ain't always there all the time,
Yeah.
but it is what it is, man. We gonna see how this thing work out after this year, and hopefully, I get what's due to me.
Hopefully in November, we'll be seeing HD fight for the belt.
Yes, sir.
Make sure you guys support HD, man. He's somebody that shows a lot of love in
For
Broward.
sure.
A very
Appreciate
great story
y'all.
coming out of Broward, man. Tickets, downloading the app, neighborhood champ gear.
Anything,
man.
I show love back. Just know
For
that.
sure, it shows a lot of love. Let the people know where they can follow you at and find you at, and anything you want them to tap into.
My Instagram is NHHD at 876. I would get y'all my Twitter, but I barely be on that shit. I don't know what that shit is. Same thing with my TikTok, but I'm start posting more content on my OnlyFans. And no, I'm not talking about sex, you freaky motherfuckers. I'm talking about boxing content, more, backstory on my life, and then
Dope.
maybe a little splash of some sex. Let me stop playing. Nah, that ass
If you paying right.
Nah, but that ass, man. Y'all tap in and follow my journey. It's gonna keep going up. I'm gonna keep motivating the
For sure.
youth and other men out here, women, anybody that can motivate and inspire daily to get to their goals and everything that y'all want in life. I just hope I can keep being a great role model to the kids, you guys, and keep doing what God want me to do in this life.
Most def. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you for watching. This is Kyle the Kid, Mega the Boy, HD.
Yo.
You did.
Yeah.